Raj, we have just concluded a board meeting today. In a board meeting, we have taken. Was already there, but now we have decided to enforce it in the sense that we had this issue of excavations and excavators. So we have decided that all excavation, whatever the companies, we give plots which are undeveloped. So we IDC don't give a contract for excavation or any excavation to be done is not under IDC. It is we allot the plot and the plot owner gives the excavation. So now any excavation contracts. Now we have decided that whatever mud has been excavated, whatever rubble has been excavated, is going to be parked. What they want they can use for themselves and other units. But the rest will be parked inside IDC and IDC will use it for our projects, wherever we want. Because our land is always not typically a level land. So we will use it for ourselves. And issues like the allegations what the excavators made were basically baseless. IDC doesn't give any contact to any excavators. And I would also like to say that there are issues. Association members are there. Honorable Minister is there. Association members are there. I want them all to speak. MD is there. Our director is also there. So it is very clear, abuse of the language that they have used. That they will even stop the IDC from operations. We don't want any, somebody to dictate. We have been running this IDC. I myself have been there. Honorable Minister has been there. All people are there who have been running the industry stage for so long. Somebody cannot come and tell us that I am going to stop IDC. And we are not going to tolerate any nonsense. Especially when you are right. You don't have to answer what is wrong and has been quoted according to your whims and fancies. So I would request the association members first to speak, then Honorable Ministers will speak. He is Anirudh Dempo and Mr. Sanjay Amankar.
A very fruitful board meeting, and this practice of the specific discussion is regarding the excavation issue and the procedures for excavation and use of soil within IDC was formalized today. Not that the practice was not being followed, but we today have a formal procedure in place of how to handle this generation and use of earth, so to speak. Now, regarding the specific claims that have been made, I think it is very clear that we live in a country with very strong laws, and whatever is done or not done is within the parameters of these laws. And I think we should all be respectful of this. If any party is in violations of laws, then their action can be taken against them. But then there should be a firm case that needs to be filed, and it can be taken up anywhere. Allegations without basis is something that we should not encourage. If there is any person who is having a feeling aggrieved that they don't have enough business, as an industry body, I understand that. Even we feel that we should get business. It's a struggle today to get business for everybody. But that does not mean that I can use coercive action to get that business or do anything like that. If I have to try within the marketplace to get the business, right? If you go out in the market and if there's one guy offering at price A and another at price B, it is a marketplace, and the job of a government is to allow for a healthy marketplace, not to create disruptions in this marketplace. And I think to allege that a IDC corporation can decide on contracts of private bodies, I think is a big leap of faith. I don't think there is any reason to believe such a thing is happening at all. We have no reason to believe that there is anything wrong, but yet each person in the country has the rights to go and ask at whatever forum they want, but certainly not make allegations on the people and not take law and order into their own hands. I think that is not just taking law and order in their own hands, but threatening to take law and order into their own hands also should not be something that we should encourage. And I urge even the press to be, to I thank them for being here and covering both sides of the story, and let us be responsible in what kind of views we encourage. Thank you.
Yeah, much for coming here. This is a matter regarding the Association of Excavators, who have made an allegation that IDC has given some contracts of excavation. Now that's absolutely wrong. IDC doesn't give any contracts for excavation, as the chairman rightly said. The plots are allotted and these contracts are given by the individual plot owners. One good thing which has happened in today's board meeting is some SOPs have been set up now, very clear SOPs, as what can be done of the soil which is removed by excavation. We will be trying and using it in that particular industrial estate as well. And in case another industrial estate wants it, then with the permission of the managing director and the chairman and the board, the movement of the soil will be allowed. But once again, we reiterate that no such contracts have been given to IDC, and IDC in future also we cannot be giving this contract. That is not possible at all. And as my colleague rightly said, today is the time is of competition. So if whoever gives the best rate will get the contract. It is not that. And government laws are very firm. There is no way that they can be changed. And I stand by what our chairman and MD has said.
ते समता कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट हुई IDC दिताय मग आणि कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट हुई कोण आउटसाइडर दिता गोंयकारांक दिनाय मग IDC कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट एक्सहिबिशनाचो कोणा दिना IDC लँड दिता लँड डेव्हलपर आहा तो कोणा दिता आणि तेंक सुद्दां आमी कमिशन घेताय आणि लेट अस मेक इट व्हेरी क्लियर आय एम स्पीकिंग क्लियर लँग्वेज म्हणजे समपाची तेंकाय उलोवपाक कळटा तशें आमकां तेंक समजता कोण हांव कमिशन दिता आनी हांव काडटा आनी ते अमक्या मनशाक दिता ते मुझ बोले की उलयले तेंक जोतर हांव जोतर तेंक रिप्लाय दिलो तेंगे भाशेन आमगे लेवल ना हितू सकयल देंवपाची तेंच भाशेन ती लँग्वेज दिली तेका मागीर एपोलॉजायज करूंक पडटलें पण आमकां ती सकयल वचपाक गरज ना आनी आमकां कमिशन घेवन कोणाक दिवपाची आमगे लेवल न्ही आनी तेच समताय जाल्यार ती लेवल आहा जाल्यार ती तेंगे लेवल द पर्सन हू टॉक्स ऑफ अ लेवल इज दे थिंक दॅट इट इज देयर लेवल सो देर इज नथिंग लायक दॅट वी आर व्हेरी क्लियर in IDC gives amge tender procedure aha whatever works are tendered by IDC there is a in IDC we have not even given a single work under nomination. We have all tendered our works, we have gone all followed proper procedures and any work under IDC is been tendered. So if we have a excavation they will have to quote for a tender and then they can't say we have given outsider, we have given once you follow procedure whoever is been eligible gets the work. So there is no question and बेश्टोचोसन कितें उलोवप हें सारकें न्ही. We will if they do something and if they are threatening to stop the industry is here. Forget IDC, industry also is there to tackle them. So we are not here to listen to anybody's dhamki. And we are very genuine people. We are here to encourage people. आमगे गोंयकारांक help करपाक, आमगे गोंयकारांक पासून we go out of our way to help. Industrial IDC under the leadership of तुगेलो आमगे minister and chief ministerचेर आम कितले reforms केले, आम कितले facility दिले, आमी programs केले, and we have taken it to a different level. First time industry as well as minister, as well as chairman IDC, as far as everybody is in sync, म्हणजे कोणागेले differences ना. ह्या लेवलाचेर आमी काम केलां. And one thing is very clear, when we work like this, we are here to tell you we are not going to tolerate any form of the language what they are using. We will not tolerate it, whoever it may be. We are very clear. We have association to tell us if we are going wrong. We have got people to tell us we have gone wrong. We have got government agencies. We have got everybody to tell us. We have got the law-abiding agencies to tell us if we are going wrong. We will not listen to anybody.
No, all that I have to say is that everybody is aware that IDC functions in a very professional manner. The reforms that have been introduced, making everything transparent, is including even at one time which looked impossible, leasing of plots, giving plots. It is all available on the net. on our website, and so nothing makes it means difficult for anyone to see it functioning in a very transparent manner. Now, having said that, one particular thing perhaps came to the fore is about the excavation and land being developed. Whenever any industry develops land, what happens to the mud, what happens to the rubble, what happens to the stones, that which is to be used by that particular industry, how much it needs, rest will be all stored in a designated site, and it can be used within the industrial estate. And SOP has been well established now, very formally, so that there is no scope for any manipulation. Now the thing about works being given only to certain people and certain people only have to get, this cannot be the norm. It is a free market, it is a free economy, and it has to be allowed to be function as such. So that is what is of utmost importance, and it is necessary that we all adhere to that. I think that will set things right with this board meeting, and a clear signal emanating, whether it is the government or the chairman of IDC and the IDC itself, along with the MD and other officials, including the industrial association, are working very closely. And I think this sort of ecosystem where everybody wants to do something to encourage industry, make it Goa a prime place for also manufacturing or for a healthy atmosphere industry to set shop, has never been like that before. So this is the atmosphere that prevails. We will not allow anyone to pollute that and get it to a low level, and that I want to make it very clear.
So after the allegations, we have made a SOP. So allegations.
SOP was in place. There is no question of after the allegation. We have decided to enforce it and adhere to it, and we have whatever SOP was there, we have brought it in a board meeting again. So there is no question.
To reiterate that this is the procedure which was always there. It is there before the people concerned, and they should adhere to that.
And
that's
if
the
at all
meaning
anybody was violating it, there is no question of IDC. IDC doesn't give any. Chief Minister also has taken cognizance of this thing, and they went to the Chief Minister to tell that we have given the contract. We have not given anybody. IDC doesn't give excavations.
So what is the status of infrastructure we are supposed to different?
See, we IDC, the moment IDC was, we took over. I first told them that we would discuss infrastructure first. The loan that was there, whatever liability was there on the IDC would be cleared. So we cleared the liability. Second, we went to the infrastructure. So infrastructure we conducted. We have told this again. We have told this before. We are telling you again now. We conducted IDC programs. Saw what every industry wanted. Every industrial state wanted. So whatever they wanted, I think we have completed at least 80% of their demands. Infrastructure, whatever they wanted, 80% we have completed. Or other, maybe another 20, out of the 80, 20% is in completion stage.
What is in completion stage for 20%?
See, that we'll have to...
I would just want to say there was a special program conducted wherein the managing director, that is Pravimal Abhishek, went to all industrial estates for industrial connect. A connect with the industrial estate stakeholders. All the people there came and represented who are from the industry, what problems they have. Some of the problems were sorted on the spot. Some of the problems were short term, some were long term. And in this direction, I think whatever they represented, most of it has been resolved. You are talking of infrastructure. More than 100 works have been taken up, are in the pipeline. Some are almost nearing completion, including the white topping of roads, which is happening for the first time in industrial estates across the spectrum of industrial estates in Goa. This has never happened elsewhere. They have a guarantee, the roads of more than 25 years, and they are of excellent quality. So this is something new which has happened. Further, today itself in today's board meeting, more than 24 works new works are being taken up in different industrial estates. This is something which is necessary for good infrastructure, whether it is in terms of roads, whether in terms of lighting, whether it is in terms of electricity, in terms of water, in terms of beautification as such. When you talk of beautification, it's simply development of a type that is required for an industrial estate to have a healthy atmosphere, a good work atmosphere, and something good for industry. That is happened for the first time. And I compliment IDC, the chairman as well as the managing director, as well as all the directors and the associations. And also I want to mention here, garbage was always strewn everywhere, as you know. Industrial estates are in the process of setting up MRFs and also the treatment plant wherever required, where it, in some places it would be a cluster, in some places it would be individually, depending on the amount of garbage that is going to be developed, means that is going to be generated there. So this is augurs well for even cleanliness and hygiene and a good atmosphere in the industrial estate.
24 works will how many rupees there is the cost of this?
More than 100 crores.
How much?
More than 100 crores.
I just have a question related to infrastructure.
One second. Women, we are even implementing women hostels. First time in the history of IDC, we are going to have women hostels. We are going to have 2 hostels in Verna. Total 5.
Where are the other 3?
Other 3, one is in Kundai, Madkai, and Kongoli. Yes. And 2 in Verna.
So in one
Verna.
hostel, what will the capacity?
Capacity will be 120 each. So, and more important is we have even the infrastructure, like even water. We have even put water filtration plants. Where in Kunkoli industrial estate, we have for the pollution we are taking steps to see that water treatment has been done. The plan, the work has been tendered of water treatment plant in Kunkoli. In Kunkoli, first time we are going to have roads where they will have no dust pollution as far as the road is concerned. Heavy vehicles are going on those trucks. More than 30 tons, 40 tons trucks are going on it. So they require heavy duty roads. We have decided to put the DLC white topping with extra reinforcement so that they take up the loads, and even those roads last for 25 years. Care has been taken for the infrastructure in such a manner that we will have no problems as far as infrastructure is concerned. At least the dust pollution reduces because of bad roads. Partly pollution is there, and more so 20% pollution is there because of the dust. Water purification, everything, even Kunkoli, the major issues will be settled. We have even decided to put more testing together, environment together, pollution testing center there to check what is the pollution also. Started already, 80% or 60% complete झाले. 80% tender झाले, 80% complete, 80% tender झाला, 20% उरला, 60% complete झाला. Yes. We will spend about 200 crores.
On infrastructure.
Yeah, most probably, total.